Time to move on to Bethesda.
You know?
My number one want from Bethesda is to have Fallout New Vegas remaster specifically as an apology for Fallout 76. Todd Howard walks out on the stage and be like, okay, so we know we messed up. I know I said this would be the greatest thing ever. I was wrong. It was bad. I
he,
admit that.
he was bad. He was wrong.
So to make up for it, you just play this good game again, please, for us. We made this one good. We know you love it, so just play it again. Again, yeah, fans. I don't know if they would like love him for it, but like they would at least be like, ah, okay, fine, take it.
It's like I don't want it, but I accept it as a form of your apology.
Yeah.
But this doesn't do it. Don't you dare think this makes up for that atrocity. I expect more from you, and you know that. Can't.
I want them to because Todd Howard, he's Bethesda as a whole. They're very jokey when it comes to like Skyrim last year. They had that Skyrim for Alexa trailer that's actually real. So like
Mm-hmm.
they know like inside jokes and they're very jokey with their IPs. So like I could see them at least referencing how bad of a debacle Fallout 76 was. Um, so maybe even going as far as to be like, yeah, no one's playing this game anymore anyway, so let's nuke it live. Like live on screen, in game. They just nuke the world and you can't play it anymore.
What? That's so terrible.
If no one's playing it, you might as well.
I mean, yes, but like that one person who's having the time of their life is just crying.
They can get over it.
No, they can't get over it. Play a wholesome video game for once. But I mean, nah, they're no one's that just like critical of themselves. Like, you know
Yeah.
what? This does suck. We're just gonna end it all right now.
I also think that even though they finally teased both Elder Scrolls 6 and
Hmm.
Starfield last year, we're gonna get nothing more than just another tease
Yeah.
from both of them.
Yeah, I heard somewhere that it's gonna be like it's there. I think the developers told like a bunch of people that it's quote too soon to talk about Elder
Then why
Scrolls
bring it
Six
up?
and stuff like that. So,
They literally said, "Oh yeah, we're going ahead and developing the next gen Elder Scrolls right now." It's like, why? Why? Why talk about it?
that's what I saying. Like I feel like they're just saying that to keep people. I think they were kind of just saying that to get hype up for it. But I mean, at the same time, if you're waiting until next gen hasn't been announced yet, so they're probably gonna wait for that,
Yeah,
and then the next E3 or whatever they're gonna do, they're like,
yeah.
okay, now we can talk about it more. So
I
maybe
just,
there's like some kind of hey,
yeah, I just want them to reveal the next Elder Scrolls right because the reveal event, like for Skyrim, was maybe one of the best Ether moments of all time. Like that killer theme song for Skyrim is just oh, it's so good. Like maybe my top 10 favorite video game songs of all time. And they had like a live orchestra playing it with a trailer in the background. Like it was amazing. So if they could just do that again, don't mess it up. That'd be cool.
that would be pretty dope. Oh man,
They
live
did.
orchestra with the trailer. That's impressive.
Yeah. They did say that Starfield is coming first, so we
Yeah.
might get at least a CG teaser trailer for that. Maybe.
And even that's just kind of like,
Also,
eh.
yeah. They have other stuff they need to get to, so I don't know if they're in a rush, especially since next gen is even being talked about yet.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, that's what I because like next, I think after the next gen is announced, like PS5 and all that, like I think then we're gonna get a boatload of new stuff in that department. But I think until then, they're just gonna hold their cards kind of close to the vest.
Um, One game I am super duper excited for, Doom Eternal, is coming
Hmm.
out sometime this year. Doesn't have a release date yet, so another trailer and release date.
Probably. Do you think they're gonna give the release date in this trailer?
I think so, yeah. They're
Okay.
usually pretty good about like announcing a game and then not not really like moving the release date after it. So I think
Yeah.
I think they'll do that.
Yeah.
Hopefully November.
Probably.
Um,
You think? No. 'Cause I was here in October, so
Either
yeah,
October or November. Yeah, because October is the 1 month I'm not planning on spending any money on movies or video games. So
you say that. You say that now.
say that now. So if Doom Eternal gets in there, it's like okay, whatever.
Like, fine. Here comes this paycheck. It's fine. I was gonna spend this on bills, but I mean, it's fine.
Fine.
But no, that sounds pretty good.
So yeah, just show the Doom Slayer shooting more stuff. Just show him with bigger guns.
Bigger guns are always
Like
better.
the end of the last trailer, he pulled out a freaking laser sword. So just yes, all of that.
Just why not? Which part did you like? Yes. More of this.
The demon coming out, raising his hand with a bunch of fire on him. The laser sword, the shotgun with a little bayonet that you can like shoot at people. Like yes,
So
just
extra.
all of it.
All of the above is accepted. Please continue on this work.
And like I said, they're Bethesda almost always announces a game at E3 to be released later that year. And I'm predicting either Dishonored 3, which Dishonored is a franchise where you basically get to be like a ninja with like shadow powers and whatnot, or Evil Within 3, which is
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those like horror games. That my brother loves those games.
Yeah, my roommate
do
loves
not.
those games. Yeah, no.
I don't know how you play that because I don't know how like, you'll play that game. So you'll just be like, oh yeah, hide in this locker, and then some dude with a chainsaw is chasing out. I'm just like,
I'm good.
I cannot play. Like, nope, I can't. Like, especially when you don't have a weapon. Like, I cannot play those kind of games. Dude. I'm just like, no.
Like
Yeah,
Alien
that's all
Isolation is a cool concept, but I just no, can't do it. You can fight back if you want. Yeah, your pea shooter that does 0 damage to the thing.
Yeah, I like that. Like, I mean, that's fighting. That's more close to the suicide end of the spectrum than fighting, honestly. You might
You got a
think it's
flamethrower. It
fighting.
can just walk through fire. Oh, okay, fine. Whatever.
Yep, fine.
Why not?
You know what? Am I a joke to you? Like, you know, I don't even know what to say about that.
So yeah, I predict like one of those games. Not both, but like one or maybe
You don't
both being
think both?
at E3, but one of those being released before the end of the year.
Yeah, probably. Well,
Because it's been 2
I don't
years.
know.
I think both Dishonored 2 and Evil Within 2 were released in 2017, and it's been 2 years. It was 2 years before that their original games came out. So like 2 years
The
seems to be
2-year
the window
trend.
to make them.
yeah. Yeah, well, might as well.
Yeah.
I'm saying. Also, there's like Elder Scroll Online, right?
Yeah.
And
We're probably gonna talk more about
yeah.
that and talk more about Quake
Yeah.
Champions. Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. And that Elder Scrolls card game. I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
Not that I care, but it's there, I guess.
I mean, yeah, I forgot about that. That was so weird because I read that the first time. I was like, really? Okay.
I mean, it's to kind of bank off the Hearthstone and the Witcher 3 card game.
Yeah,
So-
but I mean, I didn't really think. I mean, again, I haven't had that much experience with it personally, but I'm just like, a card game, really? But
It's just
I don't know. If there's ever
Yeah.
a card game.
like I love Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon TCG, but like I couldn't get into Hearthstone. Like I tried it. It's just I don't know. It's just not really my thing.
Yeah, I mean, I've never I never even played the Pokemon trading card. Like Yu-Gi-Oh's the only card game I've ever actually like.
Pokemon
played.
TCG, it's weird. Like, there's just a lot of weird rules that like they're all very interconnected. So if you forget one, you probably forget all of them. So it's just
Mhm.
and like damage counters and confusion counters and like just and like reward cards to if you kill something, if you kill 6 opponents, like there's I never understood it when I played it when I was a kid. Played it, I was just like, okay, pull at the top of the deck. Okay, whose card is better?
Yeah. It's like, oh, super effective. I won. I don't know.
Yeah. Got anything more about Bethesda before we move on?
Mm.
No. Okay. Time to move on to the company that's actually taking Sony's spot, Square Enix.
Hey, Final Fantasy VII remake.
Yep.
When we actually like somewhat get gameplay instead of just like a little bit of a little snippet, which we got, which is more than I was honestly expecting.
Yeah, I was expecting
But
nothing before. Honestly, I was expecting nothing at E3 as it was. So
really,
at this point, yeah.
I mean, at this point, you know it's coming. Like it's still gonna take forever because it's Square's that's their MO. But at the same time, like it does exist.
Yeah, and like, please,
So
please don't have a release date until you know for a fact at least the first episode is coming out on that date.
like it's not gonna. It's
Like it would be baller of them to like show like have most of their presentation be about Final Fantasy VII, and then at the end of it be like episode 1 out now. That would be awesome.
that would be sick, but they're not gonna do that.
No, actually, I think a demo is coming out like around then. They're having like this Final Fantasy VII like orchestra event like around E3,
Ooh,
so
okay.
they could. I think the demo's dropping then.
Okay, okay, that could be cool. Yeah, because it's what it's 4 chapters, right? Or 4 episodes or whatever. Right?
They just said it's episodic. I know it was what 4 discs.
Yeah, because my
So,
brother has the original like.
They might do a thing where like each disc is one episode, which would make sense. But
that's gonna make some money though.
yeah,
But
just look, I get it. I prefer the way Japanese developers do it, where like they just make a game and release it when it's ready. I definitely prefer that to EA and Ubisoft and Activision's mindset of we have a release date, make the game. It's coming out here whether it's ready or not.
Yeah, it's like doing it the night before versus turning it in late and doing it all better.
Yeah, it just Japanese developers. They announce their problem is they announce games way too early all the time. Zelda, every Square Enix game, like every Zelda game, every Final Fantasy, every Kingdom Hearts, every like that Avengers game we'll talk about in a second. They announced 4 years ago. Come on.
At this point, I'm just like, my thing is like at this point you've missed all the Avengers hype that you could have got so much off of.
Yeah, like at best, if they announce it at this E3, they're at least getting
something.
But
like
brain
imagine
with it. But
like imagine if this had been like between the last 2 Avengers movies. Like, do you have any idea?
Come out last November, that would have been just oof.
Oh my god, that would have got so much.
Yeah, which is why I'm glad that Ultimate Alliance 3 is coming out like a little before actually a little bit after Spider-Man, but still like I feel like a couple of months after Avengers.
It'll be still in there.
Yeah, you still have actually Avengers still might be in theaters at that point.
By July? I don't know
Maybe.
about that.
I don't know. Disney, they tend to like cling on. Cause I think Frozen has the record for being in theaters the longest. It was like November to April.
Was it really that long?
It was in theaters through April. So like they could. If they're still making money, they could.
Yeah, and I mean, hope, fingers crossed, the highest grossing movie ever.
It's only like 200 million away. It'll get there.
Yeah, but I mean, at that point, Disney, it's not a Marvel, but Toy Story 4 will be out at that point. And then, like you said, Spider-Man, so.
And Godzilla and John Wick.
Yeah, and,
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. The new,
that
Tarantino movie.
I heard that. Yeah, I heard that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Like Margaret Robbie and all them. But so we'll see. There's gonna be Aladdin will be out by then.
Okay.
That's coming out next. Yeah, not that I care. Just it will exist.
You're seeing it anyway, though. Just you.
I know. It's fine. It's fine. Don't remind me. I'll just send you just like a thumbs down randomly, and you'll know what it's for.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There will be no context.
Like this Avengers game, it was announced like around the time Age of Ultron came out. I think it was either 2015, 16, or 17. either way, 2 years is still too long to just not mention it at all. Like, it should have been out by now. Should have at least had a second trailer by now.
Yeah, I mean, they just like I understand they take their time with these games and like, you want to do it right and take your time. Like I get that, but in terms of just, marketing, like
Yeah.
come on.
Same with EA. Like they almost missed all of it releasing Fallen Order in November, a month before the last Star Wars movie for a while. You missed you missed your window, dude.
But it's EA though, so I mean,
yeah.
Are we really that?
What are you gonna do?
It's not like they try to appeal to the fans.
And like I have no doubt in my mind, this Avengers game is gonna be awesome. Like Crystal Dynamics, they make the Deus Ex games, they make the Tomb Raider games. So I have no doubt in my mind that it's gonna be good. The action's gonna be good. It's gonna look really pretty. But I just wanted to come out soon, please.
Yeah, we'll see. But I mean, again, not super holding breath for any time soon, just because of track record. But
yeah, and like I'm expecting it to be at this E3. Then again, I was expecting it last year too. Didn't get it. We literally spent longer predicting Square Enix stuff last year than the presentation itself actually was. So.
Really?
I think our prediction segment was like 33 minutes. The presentation was like 29. So hopefully it's a little longer this time.
We'll see. I mean, they have more to talk about this time because I mean, especially with like the Final Fantasy VII remake, like I feel like that's going to be the bulk of it, and then there's
Kingdom
supposed
Hearts
to be
3 DLC.
Exactly. That's which better be good.
I'm gonna get your like full on rant about Kingdom Hearts at some point.
We'll do that. We'll get like a
whole pod. Okay.
No, it won't be a whole. Okay, I won't. It won't make it a whole podcast because I don't want to just go for like. It'll be a solid like 30 minutes. But okay. It's just. How dare they?
We'll do it.
We'll get there. But yeah, that DLC, which is supposedly okay, supposed to add some closure, but we'll see.
Okay. Is it gonna be free? Or...
I don't believe so.
Okay.
My understanding is that it will be. I think it's gonna be like $10. I think. I'm not sure. I haven't. Yeah. Let me actually look into that. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. They're adding some extra stuff, new levels, but
maybe a Marvel level or two.
Maybe, but I mean. I don't know. I don't think more will work just because I don't see that going.
Well, it's not this. Kingdom Hearts 4, in 2032.
That's the thing. Like, they're not even supposed to make another Kingdom Hearts. That's one of the reasons I'm like, kind of
upset.
Because they didn't. I don't know. They just didn't wrap it up well.
Okay. Yeah.
But again, we'll get into that next time or whenever we do that.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm hoping Avengers will be there. Just if nothing more than just to see the Avengers all in one place again. Please.
Iron Man gets to the stage, is like, "We're not going anywhere." You're just like,
"Why?"
Like he doesn't know. Like Tony, wait! I love you. Don't leave me. Fine.
Yeah. Speaking of Crystal Dynamics, I also think it's high time for a new Deus Ex game. Because Deus Ex Mankind Divided, I think it was like 2017, I think when that finally came out, which it was in development for a while. It was supposed to come out in like 2015, they got delayed 3 times because Square Enix. There was, oh my gosh, Mankind Divided, they had this idiotic marketing campaign where they were like, they're going to have this worldwide campaign to have people pre-order the game, and every time a certain like tier of amount of people pre-ordering the game is met, they'll add a new like free DLC content, or they'll add like this new thing into it, or you'll get like this like new skin. They, to the point where if so many people pre-order it, it'll come out 4 days early. And then it got delayed almost an entire year. It was come out that February. It came out that like October or something. It's like
Oh,
you, the crux of your
just
marketing
imagine.
campaign was that it would come out early if they pre-ordered it, and it didn't even come out anywhere
On
near.
time
Come on,
by any margin. Like not like a month or a few weeks back.
at least six
Literally
months.
more than that, right? Like that's like you said February to
I think
October.
it was like later that year.
Jeez. At that point, maybe we just didn't release the game. Like maybe just start over.
Oh, that was weird. Don't do that again. Just if you make another Deus Ex, just don't do that.
Fine. I mean, they're trying, I guess, but I mean, maybe they could try harder.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or maybe don't hype yourself up. You know, it's like, oh yeah, after I destroy this guy, I'm gonna beat this guy too. And then the first guy just lays them out completely. It's like, all right, that didn't go as planned. Let's try to aim.
Yeah,
aim
and
a
like
little lower.
especially after the most recent Tomb Raider game, which like was apparently pretty good. It just didn't meet expectations because Square Enix doesn't know how to, release games in a pocket where they should be.
Seriously.
Hopefully, I feel like they need a win. So if they have both Avengers and Deus Ex at this E3, at least a tease for either or both, I feel like that'll at least get them on the right track, especially if both the games are actually good.
I mean, yeah. I mean, they could between that and Final Fantasy VII Remake, maybe they. I mean, they could if they do everything they are capable of doing at this E3, they could potentially win.
Yeah.
But will they?
Because
Probably not.
they said that they acknowledged they're taking Sony's spot and they feel they have big shoes to fill.
Right. So they're trying to go big, I guess. Which,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
There's also that Babylon's Fall from last year that they announced, which was their collaboration with Square Enix.
Mm-hmm.
The last Platinum Games, Square Enix and Platinum Games. Platinum Games and Square's last collaboration, Nier Automata, that was very good. So hopefully Babylon's Fall is also. That trailer made it seem. I don't really remember what the Babylon's Fall trailer was about, but I remember giant monsters and going through time and every decade there were giant giant golems that people fought. So any a Platinum Games game where you're fighting giant enemies, all for it. So
Giant monster, yes, please.
yes. Is there anything else from Square Enix that you're hoping for?
Not really.
I mean,
Those are my main wheelhouse.
Pie in the Sky, I want a new Chrono Trigger. That'd be nice. Or a new Secret of Mana. Or new Mario RPG, but just so, just essentially every single game they made on the SNES, just make a new one. That'd be nice. But
Why not?
yeah, but now they only know how to make Final Fantasy games, Kingdom Hearts at this point. Which is why
I can do that, right?
I also feel that they might at least hint, because they love doing this, hint at Final Fantasy 16. At least tease it. They teased 15 8 years early.
That is true. That is true. But they have a lot on their plate this year, so I feel like that would be overstepping. Yeah. But then again, like you said, they like to announce things to the point where they shouldn't even acknowledge it. It's like someone whispers in a boardroom, "Hey, so when are we gonna start thinking about this game?" Next day, trail teasing.
What are we gonna think about? What are we gonna think about starting this game? Oh, we're announcing this game. Okay, go make.
Go! Get the media. Get the media. We don't even have a title.
We are happy to announce our next game is Final Fantasy 16. Yay!
Okay. What are we doing about that? In development. Goes back in.
Okay. Now, Like, what was that? You said we were gonna start this game. No, I said we were gonna start thinking about it. But then why did you let me go out there? I tried to stop you.
I tried to stop you. You had so much enthusiasm. You didn't bro. I thought I was crazy out there. I didn't know what I was saying. I was hoping you would back me up. Why were we gonna back you up? That was your crazy guy. What do we do? Oh, it's okay, guys, it's okay. We announced our game, which means we have 10 years to figure it out. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. So that means we'll spend 9 years talking about it, and then the last 9 months before the game comes out, we'll figure it out. Actually start making it.
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully since they are in the Sony spot, hopefully they'll do it big.